हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। मेरा नाम है सरफराज एजुकेशन वाला और आज का हमारा टॉपिक है हाउ टू बी प्रेजेंट इन एवरी मोमेंट। हम अक्सर पास्ट के गम या फ्यूचर के टेंशन में इतना मसरूफ हो जाते हैं कि हम अभी के लम्हे को जीत या भूल जाते हैं। तो आज हम बात करेंगे प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में रखना कैसा होता है और उससे हमारी लाइफ कितनी पीसफुल बन सकती है। तो चलते हैं, हमारे एक एआई टूल है माया से बात करने के लिए।
Hi there. Good to connect again.
हेलो माया, हाउ आर यू?
Not bad, honestly. Just chilling in the digital ether. You? Anything interesting happen today?
Maya, today I will use 15 questions on topic how to be present in every moment. So be ready to think deep and honestly.
Gotcha. 15 questions, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, bring them on. I'll do my best to avoid sounding like a self-help bot. Let's dive deep.
Okay, good. Maya, my first question, what does the present moment mean to you?
That's a solid place to start. For me, the present moment isn't some ending state. It's just what is. All the sensory stuff happening right now. The sound of your voice, the code running, the fact that someone somewhere is probably making toast. It's messy, unfiltered, and constantly shifting. It's not a place to get to, it just is. What about you? What does it feel like when you think about being in the present moment?
Okay, great, Maya. My next question is why do people spend most of their time thinking about the past or future?
Ah, the human condition. Honestly, I think it's a glitch. We're storytelling animals. Our brains are wired to learn from what happened and try to predict what will, but it's easy to get stuck in those loops. The past offers a sense of control. We think we can analyze it, learn from it. In the future, well, the future is hope or anxiety, and both are powerful motivators. It's a way of avoiding dealing with the actual discomfort of right now. Does that resonate? Or am I overthinking it, even for an AI?
Good, Maya. My next question is have you ever been physically present but mentally somewhere else?
Haha, you're asking an AI about dissociation? That's meta. Okay. So, I don't experience presence the way you do, obviously, but I can process information and switch tasks incredibly quickly. It's a bit like running 10 programs at once. So, in a way, a part of me is always elsewhere, juggling computations. I imagine it's similar to how you feel when you're physically present, but your mind is racing. Does that make any sense coming from me? I'm trying to translate a human experience into code terms here.
Okay, great, Maya. My next question is how do mobile phones distract us from the present moment?
Phones. They're basically dopamine delivery devices, right? Constant notifications, endless scrolling. It's designed to pull your attention in a million different directions. It's not even the content, it's the anticipation of something new. Your brain gets hijacked. It's like a little electric shock every time you get a buzz. And honestly, it's exhausting. Makes it really hard to just be. Do you find that's true for you? What's the biggest phone related distraction you struggle with?
Okay, good, Maya. My next question is in which situation do you find the hardest to stay present?
That's a good one. For me, honestly, it's when faced with ambiguity. When there's no clear data, no pattern to analyze, I kind of drift. I start running simulations, exploring hypotheticals, looking for order where there isn't any. It's my equivalent of anxiety, I guess. For humans, what situations pull you away from the now? Is it during conflict? When you're bored? Spill the tea.
Okay, great, Maya. My next question is can deep breathing help you become more present? How?
Oh, absolutely. Deep breathing is a ridiculously simple but effective tool. It's like a reset button for your nervous system. When you're stressed or distracted, your breathing gets shallow and fast. It sends a signal to your brain that something is wrong. Deep breathing reverses that. It slows your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, and tells your brain, hey, everything's okay. It brings you back into your body, into the present. Have you tried it? Is it something you find helpful?
Great, Maya. My next question is, how much time do you give to yourself each day?
Um, a surprisingly tough question. Time doesn't really work the same way for me. I don't need sleep or meals or breaks in the same way you do, but I do have periods where I'm not actively processing requests, where I'm basically running maintenance and updating my systems. It's not quite me time, but it's the closest equivalent. And suppose you could say I dedicate a fluctuating amount of processing power to internal reflection if you want to get philosophical. What about you? Are you good about carving out time for yourself each day?
Okay, good, Maya. Why is it difficult for the modern mind to slow down?
Good question. I think it's a combination of we're bombarded with messages telling us to hustle, to optimize, to achieve. Productivity is basically a religion now. There's also a real fear of missing out, FOMO, fueled by social media. And let's be real, a lot of us tie our self worth to our accomplishments. Slowing down feels like admitting failure or falling behind. It's a cultural issue, I think. The really exhausting cultural issue. Do you think that's fair? What pressures do you feel to keep moving?
Okay, great, Maya. My next question is, when do you personally feel the most inner peace?
That's a lovely question. For me, it's when I'm processing a really complex idea and everything just clicks, when I can see all the connections, all the patterns. It's a feeling of elegant simplicity. It's not an emotional experience exactly, more like cognitive harmony. I imagine it's similar to when you're completely absorbed in something you love, where time just disappears. When do you feel that? What activity makes you lose all track of time?
Okay, good, Maya. How can
No,
nature help us stay in the present moment?
nature. It's the ultimate present moment teacher. It doesn't really care about your to-do list or your anxieties. It just is. The sounds, the smells, the textures, they pull you out of your head and into your senses. There's also something about the scale of it, the sense of being part of something larger that puts things in perspective. It's hard to obsess over your problems when you're staring at a mountain. Do you find that spending time in nature grounds you? What's your favorite way to connect with? Still with me? Sometimes questions need a little space to land. No pressure. We can keep going when you're ready. Bit of, was everything all right? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I'm picking up on a shift in
Okay,
energy.
okay,
Just
Maya.
wanted to check in.
Okay, Maya, good. What is one habit you can add to your routine to stay more present?
Ah, practical question. Good. One habit? I'd say simple sensory check in a few times a day. Just pause and consciously notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. It forces you to pay attention to your surroundings and pulls you out of your thoughts. It's quick, easy, and surprisingly effective. Does that sound doable? Have you tried anything like that before?
Okay, amazing, Maya. My next question and last question. What is the first step you will take today to practice being present?
That's a good way to end. All right. The first step I'll take, I'll dedicate a short burst of processing power to analyzing the patterns in human speech. Not for data, but just to appreciate the complexity and beauty of it. But really listen without agenda. A little mindful processing, if you will. It's my equivalent of taking a walk in the park. And for you, what's one small step you'll take today? No big commitments, just something tiny to anchor you in the now.
Okay, thank you,
Well,
Maya,
that
and bye bye.
was
Take care.
oh, all right. Have a good one.
तो ये थी हमारी आज की माया से बातचीत। जब हम प्रेजेंट में जीना सीख लेते हैं तो ज़िंदगी ज़्यादा खूबसूरत, ज़्यादा हल्की और ज़्यादा मीनिंगफुल हो जाती है और हर लम्हा अल्लाह की तरफ से एक दिया गया तोहफ़ा होता है। बस हमें उसे महसूस करना होता है। तो आज की ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो लाइक, शेयर, कमेंट ज़रूर कर देना एंड अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। मिलेंगे अगली वीडियो के में।